Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So, realized at the end of that last episode, I had actually forgotten to finish up one of the side quests. So, finish it up here real quick.
Commander, how did things go?
He won't be bothering you anymore.
Really? That's a great relief, Commander. Thank you. I can't pay you for your help, but I can give you a discount on any supplies you purchase here.
The thug said he worked for a man named Baines. Sound familiar?
Baines? I wonder if he means Armiston Baines. We worked together a long time ago.
What can you tell me about him?
Last I heard, the Alliance military was contracting him for some research in the Traverse.
I wonder if the captain knows him.
We'll see what the captain can tell us.
I wish I could tell you more. Is there anything else I can help you with, Commander?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Of course.
Alright, and yeah, so that finishes that up. So there is a bit of a trick you can do with Dr. Michelle. Sort of an infinite money thing you can do. I've never done it myself. I don't see much point. But basically, it's... I forget if it's that you buy stuff from her and sell it to somebody else, or if it's you buy from somebody else and sell it back to her. One or the other. Either way, you make more money selling the stuff than you do buying it.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
And actually, I was hoping to get that exact message. That is a side quest. There's a couple of side quests you can get through the elevator. So yeah, I was hoping I'd get that one. But yeah, I've never used the trick myself, but it's just a way you can get some extra money. It's a bit of a long way around for it. Yeah, I'm just going to mark them all red. So yeah, this one and yeah, so missing survey team and hostage both come from the who's a what's at the elevator rides.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Yeah, you remember the Elcor, the way they speak? Very monotone, often rather slow, explaining what they're about to say before they say it. Yeah, those guys. I absolutely love that. And, yeah, for some reason this keeper doesn't get counted.
Oh, this is quite the view, Commander.
If you're a male shepherd, she comments about the view being romantic.
You can see half the Citadel from up here. When you look out and see something this beautiful, oh, it really helps you understand what we're fighting to save.
It is a hell of a view. Just... Anyway, with all that done, let's... Yeah, let's continue.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
I mean, he can just be given another ship, can't he?
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Side note, Anderson's brief little mention there about being considered for the Spectres and mission with Sarah and all that. I think I mentioned this before. It is all detailed in the novel Mass Effect Revelation. Revelation? I think Revelation.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
That is his job.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Bye, Udina. Udina's kind of a jerk. It's weird that he's like humanity's ambassador to the Council, given what a jerk he is.
Yes, Commander?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
But, like, why can he not... Why is this the end of his career? Like, what is the reason he can't just be given another ship? Or, get promoted to Admiral, which is, still a pretty important job. But, like, yeah, I just do not understand why this is being called the end of his
Tell
career.
me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me.
Did I listen to this already?
The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
Why weren't you honest with me?
It's not something I'm proud of. I had a chance to become the first human Spectre, and I failed. Saren made sure of that.
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, There was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
He's right. That is true. It's not a bad plan. Distracting guards is always a good idea.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished, and I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
Yeah, distraction that leaves 500 dead civilians. Yeah, I can't agree with that.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
Speaking of Saren, I may as well mention this now. In one of the comics, it's revealed that Saren had a brother, Desilas, who was killed it gets complicated, but Desilas' death did involve humans, and Saren blamed humanity for it, and that's why he hates humanity.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
What do you know about Armiston Baines?
Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. Baines is dead. Has been for quite some time.
I heard it from a Krogan. Trying to blackmail a doctor.
The people I spoke with seemed to think he was still alive.
It's not common knowledge. Military is keeping it under wraps. Baines was doing some high-level work for the Alliance. Stuff even I wasn't aware of. One day he turns up dead on a drifting scout ship. Everyone suspects it was foul play, but it was never officially investigated.
What can you tell me about the ship?
I don't know much about it. You should talk to Admiral Kahoku. One of his crews discovered Baines' body.
I spoke to Kahoku. He never brought it up.
You should mention Baines the next time you see him. See if he'll tell you anything. Is there anything else, Commander?
Alright, let's learn about the planet.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
What can you tell me about Novaria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Novaria respects. But they aren't popular.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
Alright, so that'll be done.
I'll be here if you need anything.
And was there one here? Yes. Before I enter the Normandy.
In the early 2160s, the Alliance began aggressive colonization of worlds in the Skyllian Verge, much to the dismay of the Batarians, who had been developing the region for several decades. In 2171, the Batarians petitioned the Council to declare the Verge a zone of Batarian interest. The Council refused, however, declaring unsettled worlds in the region open to human colonization. In protest, the Batarians closed their Citadel embassy and severed official diplomatic relations with the Council, effectively becoming a rogue state. They instigated a proxy war in the Verge by funneling money and weapons to criminal organizations, urging them to strike at human colonies. Hostilities peaked with the Skillian Blitz of 2176, an attack on the human capital of Elysium by Batarian-funded pirates and slavers. In 2178, the Alliance retaliated with a crushing assault on the moon of Torfin, long used as a staging base by Batarian-backed criminals. In the aftermath, the Batarians retreated into their own systems and are now rarely seen in Citadel space.
In the original game, the art for the Batarians, the design for the Batarians was very, very different. Weirdly flat heads. They looked kind of like Solarians with extra eyes. Is when a piece of DLC was released. I'll get to that once I get. I'll show you that once I get to the galaxy map. But yeah, with that they changed the design of the Who's-Its. And
stand by, shore party.
This was initially a loading screen.
Progress.
And still is.
Decontamination in progress.
Okay, that's. You can let me in now.
Decontamination in progress.
This is going longer than usual.
Decontamination in progress.
There we go.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. If things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Yep, honesty is the best policy.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on.
The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, the speech is great. Second of all, the way that music swells and then just whoop, ends right there. Let's see. Yeah, sure, I'll talk to her for a little bit.
Something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I'll talk to him more later. Gotta love his confidence.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I mean, he was on our side.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, alright, I'll, actually, no. Before I talk to the rest of my crew, I'm gonna do a mission. A small one. Let's see, what mission would be good here? Yeah, sure, let's do this one. Hades Gamma Farinata Cluster. Alright. And yeah, describe every planet. Literally every planet that you see in this game has a description. Yeah, supposedly constructed by the long-extinct Protheans, this colossal deep space station serves as the capital of the Citadel Council. Gravity is simulated through rotation and is a comfortable 1.02 standard Gs on the wards, to like 0.3 standard Gs in the Presidium ring. Also, music for the Galaxy map is awesome. And Asteroid X57, that is a piece of DLC. There was another piece of DLC in this game, Pinnacle Station. The code for it was corrupted, and it would have taken way too long for them to basically recreate the entire thing. So they didn't bother for the purpose of this. And honestly, it wasn't very good anyway. Yeah, love the music for the Galaxy map. It's great music. Yeah, I'll be honest, Pinnacle Station DLC, it wasn't very good. It was a combat simulator. So yeah, there was no real story to it. It was focused pretty much exclusively on the combat, and the combat is one of the least interesting aspects of this game. So, no great loss losing out on Pinnacle Station. Anyway, planet exploration. Tunshigon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of fluorine and nitrogen in its atmosphere. It has an unusually small number of moons for a gas giant, a mere 7. This is no doubt due to the star Farinata capturing the majority of the mass during the nebular collapse that created the system. I'll take your word on that. Gintama. Gintama is a small, broiling terrestrial world. Its thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane is being steadily blown off by the powerful solar wind from the star Farinata. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of copper. Its density is low enough to leave the world tidally locked to Farinata. The Alliance Defense Data Network notes that several ships have been spotted cruising near Gintama with transponders turned off. While an Alliance patrol attempted pursuit of one, the unidentified vessel rabbited the FDL. The trail was lost when it obscured its light trace in the confusion of signals along the Annunciation shipping lane. Orbital period of 102 Earth years. And day length of 102 Earth years. Some planets you can survey. Prothea data disk recovered. Scans of Gintama revealed a derelict freighter in mid-stage orbital decay. Your salvage team boarded the vessel and determined it had been attacked by raiders. There was little value still on board, but the team did find a Prothean data disk. This is one of several collection quests. Neptune. With a rare combination of features, Neptune is of particular interest to the scientific community. Neptune is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. As with all the worlds of Farinata, its surface is scorching hot. The crust mainly consists of silicates laced with iron. Rare elements are surveyed. While scanning this planet, you detected a large deposit of thorium on a nearby moon. That is another of the collection quests. Anything scannable? Doesn't look like it. In some systems, asteroid belts will have scannable things, but this one, no. MSV Ontario. The Ontario is a Kowloon-class freighter modular conveyor of human design, configured for mixed freight and passenger haul. It is making a hard burn for the cavern of asteroid belt. Registry, private owner, Citadel Station. Side note, every single spaceship that we board, there are several side quests that involve boarding spaceships. They all have the exact same internal design. You'll see in a moment. Whoops. And who else? I mean, yeah, let's show off Not Rex. Let's see, I got plenty of points here. Sure. I want Singularity. Singularity is really good, so I do want that one. What else is good? That looks fine to me. Actually, nothing for now. Rex. Heavy armor, good. There we go. And that'll do for Rex for now. Alright, so that armor sucks. I'll need to sell that later. And that's the only Krogan armor I've got. Alright. Alright, yeah, that'll do for now. Oh. Well, okay then. No. Well. Yeah, no tech biotic protection on the other one anyway. So, yeah, nice boost to damage protection. Bit of a drop in shields, but not too bad. Oh, you. That's ugly armor. I'm sorry, Rex. Alright, this one's actually pretty tough fighting-wise.
Intruders! Kill the hostage!
Yeah, but...
Where's my singularity?
Now it gets...
Rex's shield went down to the end. Yeah, it's that fight can be pretty tough, just because biotics can be a pain. They've got they can really they can knock you down and just leave you completely out of the fight. They can, in fact, glitch you right out of a fight. Yes, I know there's a time limit. I'm just doing some exploration. Guy's got a couple minutes left. He's fine. Alright. I'll go save the hostage. But yeah, biotics can be an absolute pain to fight.
See how it is? You write letters and everyone ignores you. Force is the only thing people appreciate. So how about if I kill Chairman Burns and finish this charade?
Please, I was trying to help you people.
Let's not do anything we're all gonna regret.
Why not? What have we got to lose? Since the chairman here decided that we didn't get reparations, we've got nothing left to live for.
But I've changed my mind. Seeing you all, it's clear that you all deserve...
You had your chance. Some L2s are nearly crippled from side effects of the implants, but you voted against reparations.
Yeah, so these guys are L2s, like Caden. Did I already ask Chakwas about Caden and the fact that he has migraines? The fact that the L2 implants have a long list of bad side effects? So yeah, these guys were just desperate. They've got a good point. They are not wrong in wanting reparations for what was done to them.
Think about this. Burns is the one man who can help you.
Yes, if you release me, I can take another look at the reparations request.
What? We're supposed to trust you?
I'm an L2 like you. Trust me. The commander can make sure that Burns follows through.
This is why I brought Caden.
Sure. You promise us freedom and say everything will be fine, but as soon as we surrender, you'll double-cross us.
I kind of like that.
I'm not promising to let you go. All I'm saying is that Burns will take another look. Right, Burns?
Absolutely. I had no idea that the L2 biotics were this desperate. If I'd known. The reparations will come. For whatever it's worth. I promise that.
You're right. I don't want to die. Maybe something will happen this time. We surrender.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. I'll see to it that the reparations discussion is reopened. I didn't know they were so desperate.
That's because he's an idiot.
Then you weren't doing your job. A Fifth Fleet cruiser will pick you and the prisoners up.
Yeah, no way I was going to not call that guy out on being bad at his job.
Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me. Thank you, Commander. I thought I was dead when they took me.
And yeah, I can't talk to your crewmates here. They have nothing interesting to say on little side quests like this. But yeah, I do like that depending on who you bring along, you can sometimes get some extra dialogue. Yeah, not like in this one. Here. Oh, whoops. That was stupid of me. Ah. I friggin' hate that one. I hate this minigame. I honestly do. God damn it. There we go. Some new weapons. Yes, I can put this one back here. Oops. But, dude wasn't wrong. Like, when they tried just talking, no one was listening. The hostage situation, all of a sudden, hey, yeah, you'll get your reparations. Where's a good place to... I hate this Frogger minigame. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. It's just annoying. Oh, new light armor. I'll check that out for myself. Yeah. No dance protection. Decent shields, but no dance protection. So, hell with that. And one last place check. Alright. And yeah, so this would be the crew quarters. There's the bridge. This obviously would be a, what the hell would that room be? Considering this is the cargo. So with this mission, it is possible to just rush through the biotics and get right to that room and avoid fighting. Obviously, you get less experience for avoiding fights, which honestly is one of the bad decisions of this game, but alright, so now that I've shot some people up, now how about some talking to peoples?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school.
So dark.
Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
I really like Chakwas. Sadly, that is pretty much the last of her dialogue in this game. I think that might be... or not quite the last. I believe... yeah, there's like one, maybe two more occasions where we can talk to her. But that is pretty much the end of her dialogue, which is a shame, I find, because she's so interesting. Really, like, I really like the performance. I really like the actor who does her, and she's just a cool character. And yeah.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Thanks.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
All right.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Which means I imagine Ashley will probably be the same. How am I doing on Metagel anyway? 85. I should probably get more Metagel. Should break down a few things to get some extra Metagel. Do that in, I'll do that off screen, obviously. But first... okay, yeah, I'll talk to Ashley real quick.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
I love that line. It does... it is hard to take them seriously as for ambushes when they have flashlight heads.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
There's a little bit of flirtiness in there, right? On a side note, so I don't know if there was ever any intention for Ashley and Caden to actually be romanceable, like same-sex romance options. But what's weird is some of the dialogue for that is in the game. Just because the way it was set up, I think Hale and Mir sort of laid down the sort of the base for the the romance dialogue before it was sort of dubbed over properly by the actual actors. But don't remember all the details. You can sort of look it up, but yeah, there's a little bit of flirtiness, I think.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
Really?
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Rex, so already you're probably getting an idea of why Rex is really, really popular.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell
He's a
me
very
about the
smart guy.
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Yeah, he's big and scary, and judging by his car, is an obvious badass. But he's also very thoughtful.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh. May as well get this meme out of the way.
Shepard.
Rex.
Shepard.
Rex.
Shepard.
Rex.
Yeah, that became a meme for a while. Well, hey there,
Thanks
Garrus.
for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
I mean, that's so that you're not breaking the law yourself.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Yeah. There are way too many cops who feel the way Garrus does here. And that's dangerous. It does matter how you take down suspects. I mean, obviously, it's a much larger conversation, probably not appropriate to get into here, blah, 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 but it absolutely matters. how you go about, how police go about doing their jobs.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. C-Sec's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside C-Sec. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without C-Sec headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
I like his little eye visor.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander. Commander, good to see you.
And yeah, I mean, Garrus, you can probably see why Garrus is relatively popular as well. He is a fairly interesting character.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Let's see if there's anything here worth buying. Nope. I really just wanted to see if there were any meta-gel or grenade upgrades. And I love this engine.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Again, I'll wait for another episode for that. But yeah, I like that Adams, of everyone on, like, a lot of, like, you know, Presley and Ashley, there is definitely a fair amount of concern about aliens on the ship among the crew. Adams just like, no, give me more like this one.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And final conversation.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
That is kind of a life upgrade there.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I'm pretty sure I can ask about this anytime, so I'll come back to all of that stuff later as well.
See you later.
For now... how about one more very quick side quest here. As soon as the elevator lets me off. Thanks. Let's see. I know which one to do. Naturally, I know which one to do. Where was it? There we go. Horsehead Nebula, Strenuous System.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Thank you for dealing with the hostage situation, Commander. Chairman Burns was quite impressed by the way you resolved the situation peacefully. Your assistance above and beyond the formal duties has been noted, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Alright, so he hasn't been properly introduced, but that is Admiral Hackett, voiced by Lance Henriksen. And we'll hear a lot of his voice throughout this game. Less in the second game. Back to lots of it in the third game. And, I mean, his voice is awesome, right? Like, Lance Henriksen, who's been around forever, obviously. Like, the guy's been around making movies and stuff for a long... Just while I talk about this. He's been making movies for a long time. And he's got just one of the coolest voices in anything, ever. Anyway, you probably know him best from Alien. He played Bishop in Alien. Alien. Sorry. Yeah, so I should say he played Bishop in Alien, the second movie. He played Andrew in that one. Beyond that, I mean, he's just done so many stuff. Yeah, I mean, you look through his filmology, and he was in Terminator, Pumpkinhead, he was in Alien 3, for what that means. He was in the greatest of all video game movies, the Super Mario Brothers. But yeah, I mean, he's just done so much, and he's a fantastic actor with just the best voice. Which is why he's also done quite a bit of voice work. Yeah, Lance Henriksen, hell yeah. Glad to have him here, and glad to get we're gonna get to hear lots and lots of his voice throughout the game. Anyway. This particular mission that I'm about to do now can also be acquired through a terminal on Noveria. Yunthorl. Shrouded by a thick atmosphere of complex hydrocarbons, Yunthorl has never been fully mapped. The surface is hot and completely covered by a global ocean of liquid hydrocarbons. There are indications of primitive organic life developing deep within the global ocean. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's life developing. That's nice. Medallion. Yep. Another collection quest. Your scan uncovered an ancient deep space probe slowly orbiting Yunthorl. Telly brought it on board, dismantled it, and found a League of One medallion hidden in its payload. Antitara. Standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Hydrocarbons in the atmosphere lend it a distinct brown tint. Gas deposit. Large concentration of helium-3, which is a major fuel in this setting. Freeland is a lifeless rock with trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. Its surface contains large amounts of iron and magnesium silicates. Due to heavily cratered terrain, starships are discouraged from landing. A Solarian religious cult claims that a certain pattern of overlapping craters in the southern hemisphere resembles their goddess. I like that, that's cool. 75-year year. Pretty cool. Thessaligan, standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. Atmosphere is tinted blue by trace quantities of methane. A very pretty planet. MSV Majesty. The Majesty is a Kaloon-class modular conveyor of human design. They all are. The ship is derelict. All compartments are exposed to space, and the fusion plant is leaking. The damage is consistent with ship-mounted mass accelerator fire. Private owner, Captain Will. A faint trail of radioactive particles, possibly exhaust from a sublight nuclear engine drive, leads towards the nearby planet of Zawin, which is the planet we can land on here. So now we get our first landing. Level 1 cold hazard. Zawin has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is frozen and mainly composed of cobalt with deposits of copper. Planet-side conditions are hazardous with constant ice storms racking the surface. Negative 131 degrees Celsius. So, it's cold! And genuinely doesn't matter who we bring along. I'm going to bring Tally and Garrus. Like I said, it genuinely makes absolutely no difference for a mission like this. It just comes down to because there's no dialogue. There's like for these Uncharted missions, there's really no dialogue. So whoever you bring makes no difference from a story perspective. Yeah. Only difference it makes is in terms of, combat. Before I go this, may as well show you what the maps are like for these planets. So yeah. Anomaly here. Mercenary camp. Another anomaly, another anomaly, another anomaly. Oh, that's a bad camp. Yeah, as you're out of here, you'll get frozen. Insignia I recovered. This fragment appears to be from an old model freighter. Part of it is marked with the Chadi Outpost insignia. We got another quest here. Search quest here. And just give me one moment here just to get used to the controls. There we go. Whoops, no. Whoops. There we go. Yeah, alright. So, yeah, in the first game, you had these thrusters for jumping. This, for the Legendary Edition, they added some rear thrusters. which is definitely a nice touch. There appears to be no one left at this camp. The generator is still functioning, but there are no signs of the former occupants. The camp's computer notes several locations of interest. So, what this one does, these are mineral deposits. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pause while I get from one deposit and I'll explain it. So yeah, so mineral deposits are on the map. Usually they're not actually marked until you actually find them. This planet is the one exception. You can find that camp there. Whoops. That yeah, so this planet you can find that camp that marks them, just to make it easier for you. I suspect that is probably something that they did just to show you that there are going to be things on the map that, because you see, they weren't on the map until I got there. Yeah. I'm having trouble controlling this thing. Yeah. That's weird. Cobalt. Yeah. I suspect that's just their way of saying, hey, there's going to be things that aren't listed on the map, so make sure to explore. Cobalt. And then there's something up here. It's a trap! So, in the original game, taking things out in the Mako gave you less experience to take them out on foot. They actually fixed that in this game, so now you get the same amount of experience no matter which way you take them out. Yeah. You saw how much damage I took, and yeah, you saw how much I got attacked there, and the Mako is just fine. It's a tough baby. Anyways, with that out of the way, I will meet you. I'm almost there, so I'll hit the. Oh, whoops! There it is. This planet is actually one of the easier ones to drive on. Some of the planets get absolutely infuriating to drive on. Palladium. Hey. There we go. Hit metal. Alright. There we go. That's over there. God. Hold on a second. Let's see if that makes it a little bit better. Yeah, that makes it so much easier to drive around. And base was right here. Where am I? What are you? Wow, I am having... Wait, what are you? Okay, I am not enjoying the Mako. I'm gonna have to figure something out, because I am not enjoying driving the Mako around. Like, what? Why are you... Why? Why are you... Stop just turning around like that, you stupid... Will you just... Jesus! This Mako is pissing me off right now. What are you... Oh, there you are. All right. Alright. Once I'm done here, I have to figure out how to get the how to drive the Mako again, because I am having a devil of a time. Like, it was never the easiest thing to drive, but I've never had problems like that with it before. That was just getting weird. Medium armor, there we go. That's what I needed from him. Makes sense. Let's see, should I? Sure, why not then? There we go, there's that. Hacking, not useful right now. And shotguns. Alright. So yeah, that'll do for her for now. Huh. Didn't realize I could get my charm up to that high yet. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can sometimes just by killing things out in the field, you can get items. All right. Not too bad. Lower damage protection, higher shields. Ew. So this one gives better shield. Nah, I'll keep them as he is. Sure. Tally, unfortunately, no extra, nothing for her. That said, there we go. Yeah, she is a shotgun expert. This cute, tiny little tech person just runs around killing things with shotguns. Not going to get much use out of it here, I don't think, but... yeah, you can toggle your helmets on and off, with the exception... Not the right place to do it. With the exception of Tally, of course. I'll keep mine on while I'm in here. Oh, jeez. Where'd you come from, you jerk? Tally, you get back there. There's my singularity. There it is. Ah, I did lose out. Get Garrus. Oops.
Perimeter clear.
Welcome back, Garrus. I could have revived him, but there didn't seem to be much point in it at that point. Always worth... One thing I will say, you always need to bring someone along who is good at electronics, because there's always going to be something to unlock. So, unless you want to start losing out on loot, make sure to bring someone along like Tally, Garrus, or Caden. Unless you happen to be playing a Shepherd who has access to decryption and electronics, because those are the two things that are used for unlocking items. These things, you can't blow these up. They take a lot of shots. So, most of the time they're not really worth it.
Just lead the way.
You lead, I'll follow.
Yeah, that's all the dialogue you get on these types of missions. You have discovered the corpse of Captain Willem of the MSV Majesty. His stiff fingers are wrapped tightly around a small data pad. That'll just was two. Not that I needed any. Ah. And yeah, Tally's gonna be poisoned for a while. Not too big a deal. That's what the green bar indicates, is that she's poisoned. Toxic damage. Alright, and with all that done, now is when I will start meeting you at each of the individual places. Only two more things to go. Okay, so yeah, just gonna pause, and I'll meet you at the next item of next location of interest. Right, so what I need to find is just right over there. So why am I stopping here? Yeah. Uh-oh. This is bad. Oh shit. I did not realize that we could do that now. Okay, so I was unaware that they could actually go up there now. Oops. In the first game, it could not follow you up onto those types of raised terrain. wow, they, great. Thresher Mods are scarier again. Woo! Those technical things that came out, by the way, while I was underground, those are new. Those are new just to the game. But yeah, that was a Thresher Mod. You may remember that from my Soul Survivor Origin. Those are the things that wiped out my squad. They are big. Can I make it? No. I did make it. All right. So yeah. Yeah, those things are big and scary, and yeah, they made some improvements to them in this game with the tentacles being new, and also with the burrowing being much improved compared to the original game. And the original, you couldn't really see them burrowing underground. You couldn't really tell where they were going. Now you can. That's very cool. I like that. Yeah, they are tough. It is actually possible to kill them on foot. And in fact, in the original, if you wanted the maximum amount of resource, of experience, yeah, you'd have to pretty much get out and kill them on foot. It appears this person was trying to mark the nearby mineral deposit when he died, or was killed. Yeah. I'll just head over there. And I believe that will be the one. It's the gun, that's what's throwing me out. The turret is weirdly sensitive, it feels like. Whoops. So yeah. Yeah, if you want a maximum experience, you would end up getting out to kill it on foot. Usually what you would do is you would sit there shooting it until it was injured enough that you could just get out and finish it on foot. It gets weirder though, because, again, in the original, it would seem like it was killed. Like you'd attack it, and it would you'd get the experience for killing it, and then it would come back.
After the Geth secure a location, they round up an impaled dead and living bodies on mechanical spikes. The spikes rapidly transform these victims into withered husks, extracting water and trace minerals, and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
I thought the Thresher Mod was going to be listed there. Oops. Must be listed somewhere else. So yeah, Thresher Mods. They are scary. They are scary little scary things. And like I said, in the original game, what would happen? You'd kill it, and then it wouldn't be dead. Like you'd get the experience for killing it, and then all of a sudden, it would come back. Because the game hates you, I think. But yeah, I think that's actually everything there is on this planet. Actually, except for one minor thing. Give me one moment here, I'll meet you somewhere. So right here, there can be something heard. Give me a second here. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't hear what I'm supposed to be hearing. But again, I'm actually not sure what I'm supposed to be hearing. Somewhere right around here. So yeah, right around there there's some little bit of music, a little bit of song that doesn't really matter right now. Anyway, so yeah, that will do for this episode of it. One more, how about one more?
50,000. Though now extinct, the Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space. Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since, a species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the hive queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars. Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
So I figure I'll try to get through a few of these every episode. Doesn't have to be a huge number each episode, but a few. And I will try to figure out like which ones will be best to go through, but sure, why not? Humanity has encountered many galactic species. Wars have been few, but mistrust is rife. Politically, the Alliance is a peaceful trade partner of the Turians. As a practical matter, however, there is simmering antagonism and bigotry between both populations over the First Contact War of 2157. The Alliance enjoys good relations with the Asari, though many privately believe the matriarchs are aristocratic and overcautious. Though humans know better than to unconditionally trust any Solarian, their shared restless, reckless ways make them natural allies against the conservative Turians and Asari. The Krogan have no unified government, but individuals are generally treated as potential criminals, a reputation most Krogan enjoy living down to. The Alliance has no formal contact with the Quarians. Their migrant fleet has not yet passed through any human-settled system. The Batarians are rivals for control of the Skillian Verge. they severed their treaties with the Citadel to prosecute a colonial conflict against the Alliance. Officially, there is no war, but neither is there any peace. So yeah, I'll try to figure out which ones would be good to read in any given episode, but for right now, that will do for this one. Just a couple of quick little combat side quests. And yeah, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.